You and Ray, how did you and Ray create that chemistry like that?
Cuban.
Cuban?
Yeah, the Cuban shit, right? Me and Ray, it's like out the crew, we was just like, I'm from Stapleton, he from the Hill.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? A lot of us went to school with each other though. You know what I mean? So it's like, brothers just like, snapping on each other and doing all other shit like that. But I don't know, when we came around, it was like, I'm a street nigga, he's street nigga, get money and all that. I don't know, it just came. It was something was there. It was just glue. That was just there. So we started really like teaming up doing these things. We recognized that chemistry when we was in before the album came out, like I guess doing the Wu-Tang album.
Mm-hmm.
And it started probably around the time we was doing all that Can It Be Also Simple shit, you know what I mean? And shit. But after that shit, it was just on. We was doing everything together. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it just came from that. Like,
it's fire.
Yeah, it's going. Like, got comfortable. We got kicked out of Barbados in the midst of that. That's how it happened. It was like,
how the hell did y'all get kicked out of Barbados?
It was like, nah, because it was like, Ray was up next. You know how the clan was, because, at that time, everybody want to get on.
Mm-hmm.
But then the clan, it's like you had to respect who's up next.
Who's up next?
So, Meth was first.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think
everybody
Dirt came,
scratching
right?
at the door. Dirt.
Dirt.
You like pits that's locked in the closet.
What? Yeah.
Can't stop
after Dirt. Who was Dirt? Ray?
Ray, yeah.
Yeah, so then it was like that. And that was going into the prime year, like 94, 95.
Mm-hmm.
So, we go to Barbados, we pick out the beats first. So I'm like, yeah, that one right there, that. All that fly shit you heard on whatchamacallit, we just took those with us, boom, to Barbados. So we had them shits on. Joe got them, fatigues and all that other shit.
Yeah.
We got them niggas mad over there. I don't know who it was.
Ain't like how y'all looked.
Ain't like that. They wasn't with all that.
Y'all was on?
Nada. They just kept fucking with us. Bam, yo, turn the music down. It's like, yo, we ain't even got that shit. We ain't ready. They just kept fucking with niggas. Then it came like maybe like 3 days later. We was only there for like maybe like 3 days. But it was my fault though, because I'm trying to go to, when you're young, you're trying to find an exotic place. I told a nigga like, yo, we gonna go to Barbados. Check this shit out. I had a pamphlet. The shit was called the Royal Pavilion. The name was already sounding fly. The brochure looked fly. Boom. He like, bet. Man, we get out there, it was bullshit.
Yo.
Bow. Kicked us out. They kept fucking with us, kicked us out. So now we like, damn, where the fuck we gonna go? Steve Rifkin, he like, yo, go to Miami. This and that. That's the best thing he ever said, bro. I think either he said it or Ray said it. We get to Miami, Scarface. It was all Scarface there. You got bricks, niggas finding bricks right across the street on the water and shit, popping up, 500,000 here and there. You know what I mean? It was Scarface. And that's how them darts came out.
Yeah.
Boom, darts every day. Bow. I remember we had Becks and Heineken's drinking mad at them shits. I forgot what hotel I forgot the name. The Pelican Hotel, right up in there like that. Yo, that's where we jotted all that shit down. Everything. Then we came back. We just wrote everything.
Yeah.
Came back.
And laid it
down.
You know what? Yeah. I see they ask you about this every interview, so I don't really need a big response, right? But, I was there with Steve Rifkin when you blacked out on Hot 97. Like, I was sitting next to Steve's. I was his guest.
Right. What's this, the Hot 97 shit? Summer Jam?
Yeah, I'm there.
Summer Jam.
I'm in the crowd. I'm a fan. I'm in the crowd with Steve Rifkin. And I was just like...
That's my first Summer Jam. And we get off stage and they come on there, they said, oh, God, they went crazy.
Right.
Yo, we popped this cherry, nigga.
Yeah.
We popped this cherry.
Why y'all flip?
Yeah. Hold on, because... Hold on.
If I'm not mistaken. I thought
wanted the headline, right?
Yeah, but I think we went before y'all. And then it's something like that. I remember when we got off, I heard y'all on the mic calling everybody, everything, call them in the...
Yeah, bro.
Son,
that was the worst.
We popped this cherry, son. I'm like, they was black. I said, no disrespect. I don't get high, bro. I am so focused at that shit with the shit you saying. I already knew This is political suicide in the music industry. But one thing that taught me, right? Because all these radio stations, they make you believe they are enemies.
Yo, they all down.
Come here, this is the new power. Yo, the mother stations is whack. It's like, but against y'all, they form Voltron. The enemies of the enemies was like, nah, we ain't playing it. And they basically, the whole country was like a domino effect when it was like, yo, they violating the system.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all,
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be a hard time for y'all.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know
definitely.
that everybody, maybe Hot 97 don't play your shit, but Philly does. They all form Voltron. I never seen them.
Hold on, let me hit.
The Democrats and Republicans come together to fuck some people up.
Democrats.
I'm trying to tell you,
Yo, nah,
you know
right,
when
though.
you get on one radio station, you do the other. You in fucking Norfolk, Virginia.
They
fuck them, they enemies. And they formed together and said, Wu-Tang.
How'd y'all fix that? What?
Nah.
Y'all had to just wait it out?
Nah.
Because y'all came back. I didn't really know.
It was wild.
Maybe I felt Hot 97. I didn't know it was like a wildfire around the country.
Everybody.
I thought just Hot stopped playing it for a little while.
Everybody.
It was deep. It was deep. I think that was the time when it was just like, yo, y'all was up so much. Like, y'all, everything, bad boy. And it was like, yo, we was just so down here. You know what I mean? I tried to talk to, like, remember Tracy?
Yeah.
The program, yeah. Tried to talk to her, this and that and the third. She wanted to go out. She wanted to go to France and shit, man.
France?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. She trying to take it there. I thought she just wanted to go downtown to the Ring Beach. She wanted to go to France.
Like, you know, what's up to Tracy?
You might have went to France, Ghost. You might have should have took one for the clan. You should have went to France.
Yo, man, listen, bro. It ain't happened. So you know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. I just had to weigh it out. I think maybe when I got to Def Jam and shit, they started like, all right, cool, trying to mend a little bit of shit. But the rest of the clan is like, yo, we was kind of doomed. Like, and then we stopped putting out music like that anyway. Like, you know, it wasn't really like consistent on how we had it at the top. So that's how that shit started like simmering down and shit. But we left Rage Against the Machine. Like, we made it. That's what I was trying to tell you. We had, yo, like, who, how many of y'all think we should go ahead and do this or just stay over here with Rage? You know what I mean? If we would have stayed with Rage, I think they was saying 97 was like, they ain't gonna fuck with you no more. You know what I mean? So we still, I think majority of us just like, fuck it, let's just go do this. We need these niggas, and then that should happen. You know what I mean?
You know, I love Hot 97 and everything they ever did for me, but they used to play a lot of political games. And so that shit, you got to come up here, you got to see Ebro before anybody.
Yeah, that type of shit.
It was just pretty much kissing ass.
That shit used to drive me crazy, man. I'm asking the label, y'all can't, they put it on you. That's the label want to control everything except when it's that. But you know, this guy said you got to come see him before you go see Cosmic Kev. And then
right,
you gotta go
all that shit.
That shit turns into like,
oh my God. You know what I mean? But you know, that's the business, man. That's the business.